Well, Louay Safi joins me now in our Doha studio. He's with the opposition Syrian National Council. Good to have you with us. First of all, let's just talk about Turkey, former very strong ally of Syria, now increasingly critical of the Syrian regime. How important is it for the revolution in Syria that this is the case?
Very significant, because remember that the Turkish government has been very cautious in moving to this position. They tried their best to help the Syrian regime to start a transition to democracy, but then with this increased killing and violence, I think they made up their minds, and now they took the position to help the opposition topple the regime.
Will it have an impact on President Assad?
Oh yeah. Because, by the day there is an increased isolation of that regime. One would think that maybe this is a good point for them to rethink their position and to stop playing games and to assess the situation and to say we would like to save the country and come into the negotiation table.
They still have, the Syrian regime still has the backing of Russia, though. Were you disappointed with the outcome of the visit by the Syrian National Council to Moscow?
Well, I mean, we would like to see Russia taking a more active role. We do appreciate that this time the Russian leadership invited the Syrian National Council leadership, met with the foreign minister. So for us, this is a good development.
Yeah, but on the other hand, Russia is still selling arms to Syria.
We were disappointed that they did not change their position, but we believe they are going to do that. Like the Turks, they are trying to do their best to help the regime, but unfortunately this regime is led by people who don't think at all politics. All they think is security and violence.
So we've got the Arab League Foreign Minister meeting, emergency meeting in Morocco later today. What are you expecting to come out of that? More measures against Syria or an announcement of its suspension?
I think we expect that the Arab League would confirm its decision and will go ahead with added sanctions and further isolation, including withdrawal of ambassadors.
And that's a big blow for Syria, because Syria considers itself a power broker, an important hub of the Middle East.
Absolutely. They call themselves the heart of the Arab world, but unfortunately the leadership there is very short-sighted. They are not realizing how much damage they have done to the country and to the state. And we hope we can save the Syrian state from complete collapse.
Do you think you can, though? Because the violence seems to be increasing on both sides. You've got increasing numbers of army defectors, all of whom seem to have a lot of weapons at their disposal. Do you still see a solution which involves a transition of power rather than a slide into civil war?
I think we have not passed the point of no return. There is a possibility, and there is a good possibility for the regime to decide to have a peaceful transition. But based on the track record, it doesn't seem to be likely, unfortunately. But that's what's happening. The best scenario would be is that some cool-minded people within the military would decide that they cannot support the Assad family anymore, as they are destroying the whole country and probably putting their own people in jeopardy.
Louay, good to speak with you as ever. Thank you very much indeed for that. Louay Safi, a member of the Syrian National Council there.